it sounds strange, but the grip on proper winter conditions is actually quite high with the studded tires, if the conditions are good. Obviously, if the snow is melting and the conditions are too warm, then it's actually the opposite and it gets really tricky to keep the car under control and on the road. But it's true that it's one of the fastest events in the season. But you have the snowbanks, they keep you most of the time on the road, even if you do a little mistake, and that's also very enjoyable.
Another driver to enjoy success in Sweden, Oit Tanak, 2019, the first victory of his title-winning season with Toyota. Now back at M Sport, of course, and a big fan of the snow and ice.
Sweden is, let's say, another way special one. It's unique, you know, driving between the snowbanks, you know, with these tires, which actually generate some grip going sideways, or you know, generating some grip lateral way as well. So it's fun. It's fast at the same time, and you can really enjoy it. But obviously, it's again, you know, the conditions are changing there a lot, and to get everything out is tricky. It's almost like going to Finland, you know, on that speed is never easy. But with the snowbanks, they always support you a bit, so there is something to lean on.
2020, a testing year for all concerned. Distinct lack of snow, far from ideal conditions, but bringing the best out of Elfyn Evans, the Welshman producing one of his finest drives in the WRC.
Sweden's a pretty specialist event. Of course, we don't do any other round on the calendar using the studded tyre. It demands, in a way, a real mix of aggression in one way to get the most out of it, but at the same time you have to look after those studs to, you know, get the most out of your loop. So it's a real balance between attacking and looking after your studs, and I think especially if the weather is particularly cold and you start to get some gravel coming through, that can be really key to win in Sweden.
Alongside Elfyn Evans on the Rally Sweden podium 3 years ago, up-and-coming teammate Kalle Rovanperä, the Finn's first WRC podium, a sign of things to come. Jump forward to last season's trip to Omio. Rovanperä was the class of the field, storming to victory with a stunning drive.
He didn't lift.
He
hasn't lifted.
No,
He's the only one.
Definitely snow is one of the surfaces where you can really enjoy driving the car. If you have proper snowbanks and stuff, it's just dancing between them with the car and using them with you sometimes and everything. So it's a bit different than on summer weather. I remember last year before the rally, hearing and seeing some videos, thinking that it's too fast, but at the end it was not really too fast. For sure, some sections were fast and a lot of straights, but I think overall they can change the stages a bit to make it like a perfect snow rally. And last year at least I enjoyed the fast rallies.
So, 4 Rally Sweden winners among this year's contenders, all targeting more success in the WRC's very own winter wonderland. But by no means the only crews fancying their chances in the frozen forests. Esa-Pekka Lappi, also very much at home on snow and ice, runner-up during his season with Citroën in 2019. The Finn again impressive on his way to 3rd last year in the WRC Rally 1, and now, fresh from his move to Hyundai, Lappi is aiming high.
Sweden is always and has always been a strong one for me. There has been some bank visits which hasn't cost a lot, but some amount of time that we have dropped some positions. But yeah, 2 times on the podium on that rally means that yeah, we can be successful over there. And why not to even target for the big prize? Okay, in the other hand, it's early on the season as well. It's the first gravel rally on that car, but still I would like to. I think we can do a good result over there, so why not?
Elsewhere, Lappi's former Toyota teammate Takamoto Katsuta is also targeting a strong result in Sweden, having finished just off the podium in 4th last year.
I like very much snow driving, and also that kind of high speed and
like difficult road as well. So yeah, it will be very interesting that what I can do in Sweden. But last year I was not perform well in until last day of this Rally Sweden. So, but for sure I learned quite a lot from last year Rally Sweden with this new car, Rally 1 car. So I can continue from that end of the weekend, like level of the speed. I try to do my best, and I can be like, I try to fight on top 3 or something. This is one of my target.
Aspirations likely to be a touch more modest for M-Sport youngster Pierre-Louis Loubet. Tough opening round at Monte Carlo, spending much of Friday minus power steering. Sweden, another new experience for the Corsican, his first outing on snow and ice in the top flight WRC car, the Puma Rally 1.
That would be something for sure very special. Snow with this type of car, it's I think something else. But I have quite a good experience on snow. I did some rally in the past. I did 2-3 time Arctic rally, you know, when I was younger. So it's not like I start from zero, but for sure that will be something different in the WRC. In the WRC, it's always very different from the other car. So you need a bit of time to understand how it's possible to go so fast with this car.
Long flat, 1 right, 4 2.